It's been 4 days since a rural town's water tower froze, leaving it without any extra storage, which could be dangerous in case of a fire.
Carissa Stinchcomb reports from St. John in tonight's top story, where contractors are battling the cold weather to fix it.
We've had some battles, but we'll get it fixed.
It's been a long few days for the St. John community. The water tower froze earlier this week after a piece of insulation was knocked off during a windstorm last month.
Moving water keeps the water tower thawed out, and the water wasn't able to move through that frozen pipe, and it limited the function of the water tower.
The pressure was almost up to 100 pounds, and it only usually about 60.
A few town employees spent the next 3 days manually adjusting the pressure to make sure people didn't lose water pressure in their homes. Phelps says the Rural Water Association also got involved.
We put a valve on one of the hydrants where our pressure is letting off there, and that's where we're putting wasting the water on the ground right now.
Another way to reduce water consumption is having kids at home learning virtually instead of in the classroom where a lot of water is used. While that helps, in the meantime, contractors are battling the freezing temperatures to get the exposed pipe insulated, and then they can start thawing out the tower using steam. The main concern is for the safety of the 341 people in town, which is why an emergency declaration was put in place on Wednesday.
If there's a structure fire and the need for more water was here, that water's not available because there's no storage at this time. So as part of the emergency declaration, that also starts the system of mutual aid between fire districts. So fire protection will be coming from neighboring communities.
He adds that the sub-zero temperatures have affected 2 other towers over the last few days.
City of Goodrich experienced the same problem last week, the entirety of last week. Souris was starting to freeze yesterday, and we were able to get enough water moving there to get the tower functioning again. And this is going to be a common phenomenon across the state.
They're hopeful to have the tower thawed and running again by the end of the week. Reporting for KX News in St. John, I'm Carissa Stinchcomb.
The total cost for repairs is in excess of $100,000, which the city auditor says is being paid for with a low-interest loan from the Bank of North Dakota.